Alrighty, let's see what happens. Alright, okay, so what's going on, guys? Chris here. I've been asked millions of times like how I cook and stuff, so for I guess dieting and exercising purposes, I'm trying to fit some stuff in, but I figured I'd give you guys my kind of view on it and what I do. So I'm gonna walk you through it real time. I got my little setup here. There we go. And okay, yeah, all right, let's go. I don't know what this is gonna look like, so we're gonna figure it out as we go. So for this, I'm actually gonna be making some Alfredo. I've got kind of everything laid out. Got salt, garlic powder, onion powder, basil, parsley. I got some parmesan from Kroger. I got some butter, real garlic, lemon juice, and my dog whining in the background like crazy, and some fresh cracked pepper. I'm gonna go for a little bit of bite on the veggies. I'm gonna get some bell peppers and some onions going. I got some pork, a little bit of chicken, tons of spinach, and ooh, that's right, let's get some low-carb pasta. We gotta stack up for this as well. I'll keep this on the sidelines. And yeah, so I guess let's get started. I've been kind of fucking around with my dog, so let's get... So let's wash up before we do anything. Man, this thing on my head is... makes my head itch. Alrighty, first things first is I'm gonna have this thing fall off the damn rails. And I'm actually just gonna start cutting the tops off these things. So I'm just gonna take this, take my knife all the way through, just kind of give it a spin. I'm just gonna do the same thing for everything. I'm just gonna get all my prep work done first before I start putting anything. I'll get all this kind of mapped out, and I'll start getting my chicken done and everything. It's just so weird. I have no idea what to do or what to say. There we go. But you know what, now I just don't want to put anything raw on the board first. I guess I can just get this stuff done first, yeah. And turn this on the top sides. Always putting it on the flat side, right? Making sure I don't want this thing sliding away, squirming, getting away from me. I'll just save myself some time by doing the raw stuff last. Already kind of gave these things. Making sure I'm also keeping my fingers curled in too, making sure I don't. Cut myself. Man, I'm afraid that these banana peppers and these like, I forgot what these are called. I think they're like Hawaiian bell peppers, the orange ones. I don't know. But I'm afraid they're always like too sweet. I like green and red bell pepper. I guess they're just not in season. And that way I can kind of get this going. Fuck the dreaded onion. I'm always afraid. How do I want to cut this thing? I want long chunks, so I'll cut the roots off first. Get rid of this thing. This shit's gonna like totally mess with my allergies. I'll start tearing up here in just a second. Oh man, did I not peel enough skin off? Shit. It's all right. Learning as I go. I just get a good mix in there. Maybe one more. Nah. I just try and try and clean up as I go. Babe. It's just gonna go on YouTube and shit. Like, goddamn. God. My girlfriend is saying some obscenities over there. Exclamatories. Yeah, but I mean, fuck. I'm about to review this footage. Alright, it's pretty much done for that, and we'll start getting the chicken set up in here. I'm always gonna just like rinse everything too. I just don't trust it being in this plastic. And I'm done with all the, yeah, I'm pretty much done with the prep on everything else. So and I'm just looking for any kind of like weird parts, anything that's kind of like left on, anything that I don't like the look of. You know, maybe something like that. A little. And honestly, I'm looking to just, I'm looking to just get them real super, you know, kind of thin. Like more on the thin side. I want to be able to just, damn, that onion is starting to come through. So, I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys, yeah, I know you guys can't smell this thing. What the fuck am I about to say? But, man, this thing is really starting to come through. I just want long, nice and thin pieces. I just want to be able to like touch the pan, sear them on both sides, lock in all the juices, and then I just want to well season everything. I'm gonna rinse everything off, and then just kind of like pat it dry. Because when I go to season them, I just kind of want to be able to, I want everything to stick. Just going to keep cleaning up as I go. And just in case I need this thing again. Water a little warm. Just save us a ton of time in the future. Just in case we come into contact with anything else again we need to cut, we just want to make sure nothing is kind of left on there. All right, let's take a look at this chicken. We're going to pat it super dry, and then we're going to start to season it. Man, I really want to try out this like barbecue rub thing I got from Kroger, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to ooh, I already kind of seasoned this thing a little bit. All right, so for this, let's get some olive oil. just want to coat them. And I'm going to get a little bit of everything on here. I got parsley. I got basil. I got onion powder. I'm actually going to use a little bit of parmesan too. Garlic, and then salt, and then I don't know, I never really do regular pepper just because, like, man, fresh pepper has just a bite to it. I have no idea, it's just so much better tasting. It's actually kind of spicy, I guess, like it's supposed to be. This is just, and the Parmesan cheese is just gonna give it like a different type of flavor. I can smell it already. So I'm just gonna coat it. And whenever you throw anything into a pan, say you lose about 40% of like all the seasoning and stuff. So I'm just gonna like season the stuff. And the way I envision it is just like I want to season. I'm actually not gonna use garlic. Oh, I'll use a little bit. Just like I'm seasoning back and forth. I'm actually going to use some real garlic for this. Onion powder, yes. I'm just kind of like just eyeballing it. Like I have some dried basil and some kind of like not so dried basil. So it should just kind of, it smells really good. It smells really strong too. I got parsley flakes in here. I'm going for like the whole Italian thing. And I'm actually going to add just a little bit, like, this is just meshed garlic. You can buy this stuff at Kroger. I'm thinking like that's a garlic clove, just completely compressed. That's about all I need. And hopefully this one's already open. Yes. I'm just going to spritz them with some lemon juice. I'm going to keep like one hand dry, one hand wet. Oh man, I totally forgot the pepper. And I'm like a big pepper guy too. There we go. And it smells amazing. I'm gonna start talking like, babe, what you doing, babe? Why are you walking like you're trying to scare me or something? Come here. You gotta tell the camera. Let me see, so. Does that smell good?
Yeah, I can smell it from here.
Yeah. And give it some time to like do like a quick marinade. Smell good?
Yeah, I can smell it from over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It smells really good. Can't wait to get it.
I'm sneezing over here. Thank you. I'm gonna keep all these seasonings up. Don't talk about the mailman. Okay. So I got chicken. I got the veggies ready. I guess I'm gonna start. I got sausage out too. I'm gonna rinse this stuff out, but I'm actually gonna go for the aluminum foil. For me, it's just an easier way. No mess. Take a shit. I'm pretty sure people are gonna be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm really like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I'm gonna make a little boat. I'm starting to question myself after I said make a boat. I just don't want anything to like leak out. But I also kind of don't want to do all the fucking dishes. All right, so I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm just gonna pat the stuff dry after I give it the old rinse. I don't really care about the brand. I care about the sale. You know what I'm saying? Y'all guys follow me. You guys know I coupon like crazy. Dang, I should wear a POV camera and go couponing. I don't know if I don't know if they would allow this with my hair. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure I look like a crazy person right now.
You have the test one. Let me see that.
I'm ready for dick jokes. Handling sausage. This thing says easy to open, but it's not. They're never easy to open. Garbage. I'm just really gonna try and squeeze any kind of moisture out on them. Oh, you know what? Let me get my oven on bake. Let's go for 400. Nothing's in there, right? Just used to my grandma leaving fucking pans and shit all the time. And that's pretty much marinated, ready to go. All right. Let's start this process. I'm gonna get my pan on. I'm actually gonna get these coated in some sugar-free G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. The stuff tastes like McDonald's barbecue sauce and chicken, but the chicken nugget in it. You know what I'm saying? It tastes like when you put a chicken nugget with the barbecue sauce. Oh shit, that came out in a big lump. It's crazy. It just that's the flavor profile. Let me get a fork. My forever fork. I just like barbecue taste. It's good. It just makes this stuff I make this stuff all the time. And just want to try and keep it like high fat, no sugars, low carb kind of thing. Yeah, no, that whole thing. I feel like I'm rambling. But since I got this stuff, I'll take it out in 20 minutes and then go from there, but this shouldn't take too much longer. Man, that thing, a little fucking piece of chicken's hanging out. I know the oven is not to temp, but it'll get there. Hiya. Okay, still not hot enough. I'm looking for the and I'm kind of holding off on the pasta, boiling it right now because the Alfredo is going to take a little bit. I want to cook the chicken, and then whatever's left in there, I'm going to use to help kind of with the sauce. Ooh, I'm also going to use some unsalted butter. But I think I'm going to go chicken, leave everything in there, peppers and onions, stir that in there, kind of like let that sit. I don't know if I'm going to cook that. Hey, do you think I should cook it with the Alfredo or not the Alfredo? Babe, do you think I should cook the peppers and onions in there or take them out? Nah, I'm going to take them out. I'm going to take them out. Yeah, do you think I should cook them in there? Like cook them with the Alfredo? Or
no, I would do it after.
This and then... Okay.
Like after everything's in. Shoot.
Okay. Cook them and then put them back in there. I just don't want the steam to continue to cook them. Dang, that fresh basil looks dope though, low-key. It looks like good weed mixed in with bad weed. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll actually try and hold some up to the camera. I don't know if you can see this, but screw it, you know what I'm saying? It smells good. So, I mean, I just don't know how or what it's going to taste like, really. So what I really want to do is get this thing up to temperature. It's starting to feel like it's getting there. There we go. I'm gonna do one just as a test run. So usually the way one tastes is how they're all gonna taste. If this one is a little too, fuck, I should have just put a little bitty piece in there. If this one's a little too salty, or if it's a little too under seasoned, I can kind of just check. I'm just gonna do one at a time right now. Not one at a time, but just one as a test run, and then the rest I'll throw in there. So I don't want to kind of mess with it too much. I just want to let it cook, let everything brown, kind of get all crispy, crusty. Damn, I had the little thing. I still got that olive oil out. I don't want the butter to overcook or anything, so I'm going to add some olive oil to the pan. I see, yeah, still not the color I want. So I got the oven going, and then pasta sauce, peppers and onions. I guess I'll start laying out my meal preps. Ooh, extra battery. Be cool if I had like a sponsor for these things, but this is a company called Be Green. There's these things that are like biodegradable. They just kind of like decompose. So if you're afraid of throwing them away or anything, you don't got to, and you're afraid of, you want to be environmentally conscious and all that stuff, then it's kind of the way to go. They also have some ones that have like a weird liner in it, but it makes them even more like waterproof. So if you're just looking for something, ooh, see, there we go. I want them to cook all the way through, get that nice little crust. Dang, do you smell that? It smells good. Nice color on it all the way through. I wonder what it looks like on my end. But I'm also not keeping it in the center. I don't know if like you guys know, or I guess I just need to get better pans or something. But mine are bowed, and then obviously all the heat is right in the center. I'm leaving this off to the side. Whenever I have more in the pan, it'll kind of cool the pan down. Things will cook a little evenly. I can kind of move them around. But in this case, I'm just kind of keeping it on the sideline for now, because honestly, this is like I guess the height, it's just slightly bowed up, so everything kind of falls to the side on mine. Some people have like those stainless steel pans and stuff, like real chef stuff, you know. But this looks like it's cooking. Oh man, I don't want to touch the pan with this stuff, with metal. I gotta buy some like wooden tongs, because I know this messes up the thing. I should really just invest in some good pans. Alrighty, it's starting to get a little brown. I'm actually just going to take the pan off the heat, turn the heat off. Whatever's in there, I don't want to like burn anymore. That didn't really take long at all. Look at that white glistening. Let's just make sure it's like salted and seasoned. Yo, come and eat some of this. You can taste the lemon. It probably needs a little bit more garlic, in my opinion. Nice and juicy. But see, that's kind of the reason why we do this. I think a little bit more garlic. A little bit more onion powder. I can taste the basil. I can taste the lemon. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. Himalayan salt has like a lower sodium like index anyway. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more pepper. But what you think?
It's really good. I like it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Need a little more garlic, as you're saying.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can taste the lemon.
Sure can. Yeah.
Sit. Stay. No. No. Hey. Hey. Wait. Wait. Hey, Van Gogh. Up here. Okay, get it. I'm like, man. You like it, mijo? Oh shit, that motherfucker's gone. It's like I looked down and it was gone already. Yeah, I know that motherfucker Hoover vacuumed that shit up. Alrighty. I'm actually just gonna do a little bit more. Alrighty, let's get this pan back up to temperature. I kind of like where things are. I'm gonna settle on this. Might as well just keep this hand out. Oh yeah, might help to fucking actually put the goddamn burner on. I was gonna wash this hand, but then I was like, wait. I'm about to use this motherfucker all over again. I'm just gonna put some oil in there. This pan should be semi-warm already. Yeah. I think I put it in a little too soon. It's alright. You see what I'm saying? You see how the oil starts to separate? Let me turn on the light here. A little bit more. But you can always tell how hot oil is, the runnier it is. The more like water it is, you know, the hotter it is. So this probably looks like a good starting point. It should start to cook off some of the burnt ends. You should start to hear a little tss. Come on. I'm starting to hear it popping a little bit. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Real time. That's like doing that test run. I swear to God, that shit will save you so hardcore. I'm letting these things hit the oil first. I'm gonna add the butter second. I don't want the butter to burn. I also don't want to crowd the pan either. Make sure everything has a little bit of oil on it. Let's see. Left-handed. Butter dab. Oh, was easier than I thought. Our butter's gonna start to melt. I can start to swish it around a little bit. Ooh, that means the oven is at temp. I really want to wash this hand, but I don't at the same time. Damn it. I just feel like an idiot. My body's like, Chris, you're not left-handed. Stop this. Okay, starting to get a little brown. Almost there. Kind of trying to pay attention where the heat is too. I'll start bringing things closer in if I want them to get the crust. I don't want to move them too much. And I can start to see, like, in the center, it's still pink, but all around it, that means it's like, it's getting cooked all the way through. If I flip it, it'll be like, see, this is pretty much white all the way top. It's getting cooked from the bottom up. I want to make sure they don't burn. I can see the smoke a little bit. I'm going to make sure I turn this down just a bit. I can feel them. Yeah. It's kind of like right where I want them. And if I want to slow down, if I feel like I'm cooking a little too fast here, I can always just move them on the outer edges. And they'll start to see how they're starting to baste in that butter oil. So all the primary heat is in the center. I can just kind of slow down the cooking process by moving them to the outer edges. Like it looked like I can probably put the whole thing in there, but like the moisture that comes off the chicken will start to make your chicken broil, and you won't be able to get that like really nice crust. So I feel like they're kind of pretty much cooked. I want to make sure the crust is there. You see, when I move them to the center, you can hear that. I'm just gonna put that little crust. I just make sure they don't burn. Turn the heat down just a little bit. Hey babe, can you open the garage? Make sure that fucking fire alarm doesn't go off. Or open up the windows. Can we open up the windows? But I'm sure this is like, they're gonna reabsorb all of this. You see that? Yeah. And reabsorb some of their moisture. I'm not gonna do anything but leave that pan on, and then just what starts to really burn first is like the herbs, like the seasoning really. I'll turn that thing on just a little bit. I'm also going to add a little bit more butter. Damn, this butter is soft. All right, this is with the added seasoning on there. Want to come try it? Ready, babe? Cheers.
That's perfect.
Think so?
No, I like that. It's really good.
I think it tastes a little bit better. I'm being serious. I just don't think it's garlicky enough.
You mean garlic enough? I think it's perfect.
What do you know? Okay. It's funny. Little chicken pieces. These right here are the money. said, I want to add a little crust. That one looks good. This is a real scrawny piece, so it's probably already ready to go. Put the little odds and end pieces out for Van Gogh. I got you, homie. I got you. I'm gonna put these vegetables in here in a second. Let's see all those little burnt little things right there. This is gonna be like the pan cleaner. Show you how to clean your pans while you're cooking. Ooh. I'm also gonna show you how to drop chicken. Added all that flavor from the chicken. Gonna break up that. Oh, where do you think you're going, bro? Let me turn that down a little bit. So all that stuff's gonna cook right up. Motherfuckers out here really trying to skate. She's gonna grab a little bit. Sure, babe, I kind of want to just throw all this shit in here right now and see how it tastes. That's what I'm thinking. All right, I got my spinach out. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Chris, why would you ruin this recipe with spinach like that? Oh man, look at that. That shit is so good. I won't have any left in it for my eggs. Do we have more spinach in here? Don't disappoint me. Yes. Okay. Don't feel bad. Alrighty. So now I also want to just... Am I seasoning anything else? Yeah. Let's season the spinach. So anything that comes in that's unseasoned, I want to season it to, like, I'm trying to season it to taste, right? And this is going to be my ending. So I'm also going to grab some garlic powder. I'm also going to add some fresh garlic in here. I'm just not getting, maybe I'm just like a garlic fiend and it's never enough. onions are already in, but I want to add some onion powder. Same thing. I'll probably add some more at the end, but I want this to like marinate in there. And then parsley. We use a lot, right? And man, if you want this stuff to taste good, it's kind of like the route you gotta go. Man, look at all that color in there too, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna finally add, I think, the last bit of garlic. Like 2-3 cloves worth. And now I can start actually putting up. Yeah, because nothing's going on the sausage. I got my chicken pretty much done, so I need this to kind of cook through just a little bit. Even though that's in there, I'm gonna add beef. Nah. Yeah, I think that's the one that's already open. Thank God. Chill. So I definitely tried to use almond milk, and that did not work. That shit fucking separated like hella. I'm pretty sure there's like a I'm pretty sure there is a way to do it. I just not familiar with it. So I was like, man, I think it's too lean of a liquid. Like I didn't think it had that much fat in it to. Okay, I spilled some on the other end. So I want that to kind of boil through. I want it to just kind of reduce a little bit. And I was gonna put my pot on the burner, but I just wanted to wait. So I'm actually just gonna throw some hot water in this bad boy. Still got my chicken. Use the rest of my butter. Chopped another onion. I'm just kind of throwing all this stuff away whenever I get done. Oof. There we go. And I did a quick taste test. Everything is looking like it's going good. So, also checked on the sausage. Here we go. I think it's got a nice crust on it, cooked all the way through. Man, that shit smells amazing too. I don't know if my girlfriend can smell it, but. So we're gonna put this on the burner. We're also gonna grab a lid. All right. When you put a lid on, it traps the heat on, and we're just gonna turn this thing up, and it's not gonna stop cooking until ready. So sauce has kind of been introduced to everything. There we go. We're starting to be able to see the bottom. It's starting to reduce a little bit. I just want that chicken flavor in there. I'm gonna turn this down. Hopefully that's not too steamy on my camera. But I think when we are ready, I'm gonna keep this down. What the fudge? I just saw that. Alrighty, that burner should be awfully low. I should be able to introduce some dairy, and this is gonna cool down the pan. It should stop the kind of cooking process a little bit. I'm using probably like a half, maybe. And I'm gonna stir this in around. What I'm looking for is the steam still. I'm still looking for this little bit of steam coming out. And this sauce is pretty much just gonna cook for the next 15-20 minutes. There we go. All the meanwhile that this thing is getting hot. I'm just gonna keep stirring this. I've got a lot of good color in here. A lot of good color. I'm happy with the way it kind of turned out. I'm just making sure nothing clumps up. Tries to anyway. And I'll also be able to start putting my spices away once I get some last minute taste. Pretty much whenever this kind of condenses down, it's gonna be just like, it's not really gonna, I mean, right, oh, god damn it. Right now would be the time to kind of add anything, introduce it to the pan, so it'll just kind of cook all the way through. And so I know I'm gonna definitely need more Parmesan cheese than what I just laid down. I just want to make sure nothing separates. I just want this to reduce a little bit. Still got my chicken out, and then once this reduces down, just kind of taste this out. Okay, I think a little bit more salt, a little onion powder. I feel like it can go in there. Why not? And just a tiny bit. I put some regular garlic in there, but I think that extra garlic powder is going to get it. Parsley, I can taste it kind of coming through a little bit. I do want some basil flavor, so I'm just going to add just a little bit more, a little bit on all these things, and it should kind of be right where I need it. I don't want that cheese to settle at the bottom and start cooking to the pan. I want to see that steam coming from the pan, so I can make sure everything is kind of condensing a little bit more and more. I'm gonna grab a little bit more cheese. Let's go on the trash. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can go like all organic and stuff, and super expensive, but hey, this works for me on my meal prep, my budget. There we go. I'm starting to see a little. You want that cheese to just bind into that cream. Should just melt right in and kind of become the sauce. It's starting to thicken up a little bit. Just make sure there's no clumps in here. I'll probably put just a little heat on it just to bring it to some kind of temperature. A lot of good stuff in here, man. That onion is going to add a ton of flavor. I'm super excited. I'm making sure, and I try and do little circles on the outside and on the inside, and I kind of just swash this thing back and forth. And I see a lot of steam coming out. I don't want anything to overcook. I don't want anything to curd or anything. So I'm just I want to reduce that heat a little bit back down to I probably needs just a little bit more Parmesan, but let me do a quick taste test. Put that on low. I don't want that cheese to separate. And then that pan should be getting somewhere. Good thing is if this thing gets a little too hot and heavy, of course you can just always add a little bit more cream. You know, cool down the pan a little bit, or just take it off the burner like I did a little bit. I want this thing to just keep mending in, but honestly, I like the flavor. Oh yeah, flavor is definitely there. Maybe some more pepper. Other than that, man, this thing is good to go. That's why I don't want the bubbles. See, it's still like when I get it on the edges of the pan, it's still kind of runny. After a little while, it'll start to thicken out a little bit. But for the most part, I think we're pretty much done. And I'm just kind of whisking this thing in. You can stir it by hand, but for me this is just as good. So let's get my basil and parsley in. Salt. Ooh, actually, holy shit. A little bit of heat. Sheet. Uh-oh. Starting to boil. There we go. Now I'm starting to see the sauce thicken a little bit. That keeps just everything mixing in there. I can see it on the edges of the pan. It's not as runny anymore. Start putting things up. Stay hydrated. Garbage. I just want to keep this thing moving, right? I don't want anything to settle. I definitely don't want it to curd or anything. So it's got plenty enough fat in there. I just want to make sure nothing that is down. Garlic powder. Almost. Almost. What was it gonna do? I got my meal prep containers already ready. I'm just gonna go up. Go. Starting to really condense a little bit. Let's add. Probably look like a lot, but remember, I'm cooking for like 9 meals here, so I thought it would be enough. Obviously, you can just cut this recipe if you feel like. So I feel like the sauce is almost there anyway, but you can cut this recipe down. You're just like, I just want to make stuff for just me and me. Then do that. Just gonna hopefully this last little bit of cheese is infused. Really just put the last little thickening touches on the sauce. ready. I think I can just start getting ready to plate a little bit. Didn't I have like a hero fork? Yes. Man, this shit came out so flame. Start plating this up. I just like everything with that charred crust. So I got 9. There's 3 here. Hoo-hoo. Ha, ha. Last but not least. Pasta is ready. There we go. Oh, look at that. I don't really need this thing anymore. Way more viscous. See how it's on the pan? It's kind of staying there. It doesn't look like water now. It's starting to get a lot thicker. By the time these pasta noodles are done, this should be pretty much thick enough to where we want to dive in. And as it cools, it'll kind of thicken up too. I'm probably just gonna use a bit more. Crank this down a little bit. And then yeah, looks like we're pretty much ready to go. I got all my veggies, all my proteins and stuff right here. A lot of fat in with a lot of pork. I kind of just put in wherever I see fit. Or not. Back to roar and boil. Look at that. Just kind of moves the pasta for me. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Let the knife do the work. And we're gonna throw in some low-carb pasta in this thing. This thing is gonna be so effing awesome. Man, hopefully it got everything. It's not looking bad. All right, get a good health of pasta. All the veggies and stuff. This meal prep will be donezo. That shit was funny. I can't believe I forgot the cream. How do you forget cream? You guys can't taste it, but man, this stuff is... Hopefully your shit came out flame. That throwing pasta at the wall shit is retarded. Don't do that. That tastes amazing. You know what it needs though? It needs a little bit of lemon juice. Brighten that shit up. Off. Everything's off. We're just gonna go from here. I want those noodles to have some of that pasta water on it. We're just gonna combine everything. Let this thing finish cooking out. Got them pretty much al dente. Ooh, shit, boy, I'm telling you, this stuff is gonna mix in. Just want to mix it a lot slower. This thing just came off the burner, so it's probably still really, really hot. Man, I can see all the peppers, I can see spinach. And it's gonna even thicken up even more here in a minute. And when I put all those noodles in with still some of that pasta water in there, it still just gotta cook out. And while that's doing that, we can just take the time, just clean this crap. Cool, that stuff is still cooking. I can put this back. I mean, actually, I don't have any time except for... I don't know if it's too thin or not. I definitely like my Alfredo sauce just a little thicker. The only way to do that is add a little bit more cheese. I probably just need to come off. Okay. I think this is pretty much ready to serve. Yeah, nice and thick. Like my babe. So yeah, all right. Last piece of the puzzle, and if I wanted to, I could, you know, because the fucking because the gram loves this shit, right? We'll do this. Baby, you should come get a photo real quick. You know what I'm saying? This is like how you get it like just the right aesthetic, where it just looks like you only got a little bit of everything in there and shit, but in reality, that motherfucker loaded up with seasoning. Snapshot. That's the photo. That right there, with all the dirty shit on there. Oh, look at that. See what I'm saying? Eh. Alrighty. Oh, hero fork. My name's Chris Alonso, and these are my keto secrets I've been sharing for over 20 years. I've helped clients across the globe. I'm excited. I know, right? I lost over 75 gigawatts. Marty! I kind of like it like that. A little bit more right here, right here. All right. I think we're pretty much through. Look at that. Hiya. Tetris with pans over here. Here we go. see how well this thing does. Yoink. I'm still gonna use that. Wonder how long this all took. Normal wash, start, cool. I wish I had like a little fat calculator or something. But yeah, here we go. So we got pasta, spinach, red, yellow, green bell peppers, onions, got a little bit of chicken and some sausage in here. The chicken is just in here just because I love chicken. But the other two are for the fat, keto, and the noodles are low carb. Damn. She's flame. Hope you guys try it out. Test it out for yourself. I'll see you in the next episode.